What's it been like for you getting a more prominent role as we go along here?
Oh, it's been great because ever since I've been here, my goal is just get on the field. Last year I played special teams for the first time and I was like, okay, that was great, but how can I give myself a bigger role on this team? So I found all off-season just ways I can do that. And so I was playing DB a little bit and then they moved me to backer and then I was a little hesitant at first. I didn't know how to do, but as any way to get on the field, I ended up executing it pretty good and then I felt it was a good decision for me and for just like everybody. So like I feel pretty good I did that.
Your claim to fame before this year was getting ejected from the spring game. Was that a comical moment for you?
I mean, it's just the funny part. That's Austin Burton. That's my roommate. That's one of my best friends. So that's what makes it like really funny and ironic. We were just kind of talking smack before that. We're like, she was like, "Oh, if I see you in the open field, I'm gonna run you over." And I was like, "Okay, so we're in the open field, right?" And I'm like, "He's getting ready to run me over," and so I'm ready to go. But then he slides the last second, and then at that point it was too late. I made up my mind, but. No, that was actually a good learning experience too, because you got to know in the game, like that's a big 15-yard penalty that can cost you the game. So coach was talking to me about that, and although there were some giggles about it, like I just think it was a good learning experience. But me and Austin joke about it all the time to this day, so no hard feelings at all there. He's not that mad at me.
What would you say are the biggest improvements you made specifically to get you on the field?
I think improvements I made physically were probably just getting a little bigger. Last year, I came in at UCLA at like 160, so that was not good. And then that next year I got to like 180, and then this year I'm around 205. So I think getting physically big enough that helped me a lot get on the field. And just being able to keep your speed up while you gain weight, because it's easy to just gain weight and then you become slower. But I think being able to keep my speed while putting on weight was essential, I think, to helping me get on the field a little bit.
Didn't you get a sack last game?
I did get a sack.
Can you walk us through that play, how it all happened?
Okay, so I think we're running blitz, and I went in to bull rush the tackle, and I think it happened pretty much because of an incredible job by the guys inside of me, because I'm pushing the tackle, and then the guys up front forced the quarterback to step right up into me. So I just see him, and I'm like, shoot, 3rd and 10, we need the ball back, just made the tackle. But it was a huge deal because the guys up front, Osa, Mafia, I believe, those guys really made that happen because the quarterback stepped right up into me, and so I was able to make the play. But I think it was a huge deal by the guys up front, yeah.
Talk about the defense as a whole. With Oregon State coming up, they've got one good receiver, but they rely heavily on the rush game. What do you expect to see from them?
I think we just kind of got to execute what the coaches are telling us pretty much. We have a great scheme and all that going into it. So if we run that effectively and if we tackle the ball, we don't really focus about what the other team's doing. It's kind of about us, because if we can tackle and we're all running to the ball, good things are going to happen. So like they can run kind of whatever they want coming at us, but if we are able to just execute what we're supposed to do and just tackling is the biggest thing, just tackle, then they can run whatever they want pretty much, but we'll put ourselves in a good position to win the game, I feel like.
What have you seen from Austin? How do you think he's handled the last couple days?
Oh, Austin been doing great. I mean, to see the way he stepped onto the field, I don't know if you guys saw it, but he was just confident. Everything he did, he stepped up, let's go, like ready to go. He's very calm in the pocket. He's really kind of taking that leadership role to this team to the next level. And I'm expecting a really big weekend out of him. I think he's going to do great things for us, just everything he's doing. And he's looking great at practice, so I'm really excited to see him play. And like when he went out, it was super exciting because I've been wanting. That's one of my good friends, so I was really excited to see him in. But honestly, it's mainly what we do. Like as long as we execute as a team, I think we'll be okay.
You guys said you guys were roommates or are roommates?
We are, yeah, he's our roommates.
Is that something he's probably talked about in the past?
I mean,
if he had his first opportunity?
yeah, you're just as a second string quarterback, it's hard because like Dorian's been doing a great job, and so like it's hard. But you want to motivate your team, but you still like everyone wants the opportunity to play, no matter what situation is. So he's just been waiting. It's kind of frustrating to be the second string sometimes, but then he's just been waiting, and then now we just kept telling him, just be ready when your opportunity comes, and now the opportunity is here. You never know what's going to happen. So it's a big week for him. So let's see what he can do. I'm excited to see him go.
Oregon State's Isaiah Hodgins, receiver. He's one of the top receivers in the nation. What do you guys have to do? What do you guys have to do to slow him down?
The biggest thing is obviously the DBs are going to do their job covering, but like I said before, just tackle. Because if they catch 5-yard under or something like that, and that's not an issue. The issue is if they get under, if they escape, and we can't tackle them. So if we just work on our tackling and we're able to just contain him by tackling, I think that'll give us the best opportunity to win the game.
How much have you guys worked on tackling?
I mean, we work on it every day. Like, you don't have to, like, well, the thing is, we don't, like, have to physically tackle to do it. You can work on just, like, even by touching off at the hip, you work the mechanics and, like, shuffling and just have your eyes where you're supposed to be, shoulder where you're supposed to be. Then that's how we worked on tackling through there. So we pretty much work on it every day. Every time we tag someone off, that's a way of working on tackling, and we do tackling drills too. So that's going to be a huge part of this game.
you guys look at kind of the record of your opponent and playing at home and think that, you know, this is maybe an opportunity you can't miss here this weekend?
I think kind of it's the same. I think we go into the same mentality every game. We got to go 1-0. We just got to win. We got to win the game. It's kind of all like, it doesn't really matter who we're playing. It's how we're executing, because we've played certain games where we feel like we could have won, not because what the other team did, it's because what we're doing ourselves. So we're just going with the same. It doesn't really matter what their record is. We just got to execute on our end of the field, and we think we'll have a good outcome in that, regardless of what the other team's record is, pretty much. But it is a good opportunity to get a win, especially going into the bye. But every game we need to go 1-0. I feel like pretty much.
I'll say
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you.